Hello there, I'm Dom. I thought I'd do a video. It's got a new channel about doing stuff that distracts my brain from the problems I have with mental health. I suffer with panic disorder and anxiety, but I recently started coming off my medication. So I take Citalopram. Well, I was taking Citalopram, Citalopram. I'm not very good at saying it, but I've been taking it for I've been taking it for 16 years, so like a long time. I was on 10 milligrams of Citalopram. I then went up to 20 milligrams, which I've been on for the last 3 years. And I basically decided that I want to try and live my life without it. And then I want to kind of talk to you guys about the kind of effects that I'm getting from coming off it. I have come off it before. I came off it 6 years ago when I basically quit my job and went traveling. I came off it then. Not quite sure how I came off it because I'm trying to come off it now, and it's not that easy. But basically I thought I'd document and talk to you all because I did look on the internet about how people came off theirs before I came off mine, and I thought it'd be quite handy, you know, to kind of express my opinion and tell you about the side effects and things that I'm experiencing, which could potentially help you. So I was on 20 milligrams. I'm now on 10, so 10 milligrams. Should I say I'm actually on none. So I've currently been off of the medication now for 8 days. I've done it massively slowly. I've done so many times now. I've tried to come off it and struggled. The thing is, I suffer with a thing called panic disorder, as I touched on before. And with my panic disorder, I have a thing where I basically get panic attacks for no reasons, or for reasons, well, I shouldn't get panic attacks. And a lot of my panic attacks come from a kind of association of feelings. So if, for example, I don't sleep very well, or I'm really hungry, rather than my brain saying you haven't slept very well, that's why you feel shaky, or you're hungry, that's why you feel shaky. I have such a fear of panic attacks that my brain instead associates those feelings with panic attacks, and then I basically get panic attacks. So like I said, I've done it. It's taken me a long time to come off it, so I've done it properly. I've done it in the past, but I've come off it too soon. I came off medication a couple of months ago, and I had one of the worst panic attacks I've ever had, followed by another panic attack the next day. So I decided to go back on because I just couldn't deal with the side effects. But this time I've weaned myself off it a lot longer. So what I did is also on 20 milligrams. I then went from 20 milligrams to 20 milligrams. I cut my 20 milligram tablet in half. I have this little contraption I bought. So it's got a little blade up here, and you just put your pill in and it cuts it in half. So what I was doing was 20 milligrams, 10 milligrams, 20 milligrams, 10 milligrams, 20 milligrams, 10 milligrams for 2 weeks. And then once the 2 weeks were over, then I was doing 10 milligrams every day. And then I stayed on 10 milligrams for 2 weeks. And then I got my doctor to change my prescription from 20 milligrams to 10 milligrams. And I started cutting that in half. And I did the same as before, 10 milligrams, 5, 10, 5, 10, 5, 10, 5, 10, 5 for 2 weeks. And then I did 5 for 2 weeks. And then I cut my 5, so I cut a 10 milligram tablet in half, and then I cut it again, so it's a quarter, which isn't as easy as it sounds. And then I was doing 5, 2.5, 5, 2.5 for 2 weeks, then 2.5 for 2 weeks, and then I got down to 2.5, and now I've been off it for 8 days. So this will be day 8. I've been off it. The side effects aren't as bad as what I had before, but they still exist. So the main side effects I'm having at the moment is brain zaps. It's a weird sensation. It's like without the pain, the sensation is very similar to, you know, when you get like a static shock. It's like that, but it's in the brain. And so I get it's like zzz, literally a couple of times a minute, like zzz, like that. But like I said, it doesn't cause me any pain. It is annoying, and I've had that for 8 days. I've read online that these symptoms can last up to from 2 weeks up to a month, so hopefully not a month. And before, I was having like palpitations in my head, where I'd literally just jerk and stuff like that. I was having really, really bad zaps when I previously came off them, feeling nauseous, feeling really sick, which is obviously what nauseous is. I was having really bad problems sleeping, really giddy, lightheaded, like walking around just didn't feel comfortable. I used to get these really weird sensations, like my brain was dropping, which sounds really, really weird, but that's what it was. And also, which I still get now, but I can kind of deal with it, is this side effect where it feels like loads of pressure has been put in my head, and I can't release it. But that's started to fade as well now. Sorry, I'm saying a lot. The side effects to that is, I'm going to be completely honest with you, if I'm not working at the moment, recently got made redundant due to COVID, because as a facilities manager in our company got rid of the office, and without an office there's no job for me. So I thought it was a good opportunity for me to come off of medication. I'm not sure that I could come off of medication and work at the same time, because with me, with the symptoms and my association to symptoms and panic attacks, is that if I was at work and I was getting brain zaps and feeling giddy, because I was in work and surrounded by people and I can't just walk away, that's enough to give me a panic attack. Like I said, I'm very fragile with panic attacks. I get panic attacks in really weird places. I don't like confined places. I don't like being around lots of people, because I don't like drawing attention to myself. And I always get the impression that when I'm feeling really anxious, if I feel giddy and stuff like that, and I'm gonna have a panic attack, it kind of magnifies and grows, and then I kind of bring the panic attack on myself due to my brain. So I'm trying to not do that, which is easier said than done. But yeah, so it's not easy, but I want to come off it. Like I said, I've been on medication now for 16 years, which is a long time. I have weird side effects in regards to my medication. My sex drive and libido has disappeared. It doesn't exist anymore. I'm not in a relationship. I have no desire to have sexual encounters with females. Not if that's to do with medication. I just don't. It's weird. I'm very numb to things. I don't express a lot of emotion. Can't cry. I just want to kind of exist again. I want to feel again, if that makes sense. So I want to come off my medication to see if I can feel again. That's kind of my driver. And like I said, I like to see setbacks as opportunities, and losing my job gave me the opportunity with the redundancy money to be able to take some time out to kind of explore whether or not I can come off this medication, because I definitely wouldn't be able to do it if I was working, because I'd just be in a constant state of panic. I haven't had the best relationship with alcohol, I'm not going to lie. With alcohol, with me, is when I'm drunk, it's the only time that I feel normal, in the sense that I don't feel anxious, and I'm not kind of aware of my surroundings and stuff like that, and I just feel happy. And unfortunately, because of that, it's not a good relationship. I don't have problems. I don't drink at home on my own or anything like that, but when I go out, I use alcohol as a kind of self-medication. If I get anxious about things, I do shots to get drunk so that I don't feel anxious anymore. And then just over 2 years ago, I decided that I can't keep doing this, it's not healthy, and so I stopped. So I've been sober now for over 2 years, which does help, because I haven't got to deal with it. Because unfortunately with alcohol is that, as I touched on before, the association thing is that a hangover, my brain doesn't see a hangover as a hangover, it sees it as me being anxious and panicky, and then unfortunately my panic attacks then magnify, and I can't deal with it, and I kind of stumble. So there's that. But yeah, it's not a beautiful world that I live in. I'm 46. I've been on my own for 13 years now. I find it hard to have relationships because it's hard to I find it hard enough to manage me, and when you're in a relationship, you'll put your responsibility into other people, and I don't know, I just find it really hard. You know, if I went out for a meal and I was feeling anxious and panicky, then I would put pressure on myself that I have to stay because I'm with somebody else, and that makes it worse. And then I'm basically just going around in a spiral. And unfortunately with relationships as well, that sometimes that brings drama. Well, it does in my world. The relationships I have, I seem to attract a lot of drama from them, and then that has a negative effect on my anxiety and my panic disorder, and I don't sleep very well, and it's just not a nice place to be. So yeah, so I've been on my own for 13 years, and I'm somewhat of a loner in regards to that, because I find it hard to kind of block symptoms out when I'm surrounded, when I've got people around me, because I feel like there's more pressure on me, where when I'm on my own, I can remove myself from situations quite easily, and I like that. And unfortunately that ends up why I just be on my own a lot. But yeah, so 46 years of age, I decided I'd, you know, look at this opportunity to, with redundancy, to come off my medication and explore it, and that's basically what I'm going to do. And I thought, you know, I've done this channel called Distracting Dom. I like going traveling. I've got a good bunch of friends that I travel with, who understand my condition and don't put pressure on me with things, and that if I can't do things, then I can't do things, as simple as that. And I love it. I love being outside and walking. It distracts my brain, and if I can distract my brain, then I'm not analysing, because that's what I do. I over-analyse everything. I look at things that could potentially cause me harm in regards to my brain, and I'm constantly aware of my surroundings, noise, people, places. It's just literally, it's insane. It's so tiring. But yeah, I just want to feel again. So I thought I'd document this, along with my other videos that I've done of my adventures, a lot of them on my own, lots with my friends, and I'll keep you updated. And then if you have any questions, I'm not medically trained. Obviously the best thing to do, and thing I would suggest you to do, is if you're thinking about coming off your medication, is to go and speak to your doctor, who will obviously talk you through if it's the best medication for you, or maybe changing your medication. But after 16 years, I don't know, I just want to, now I don't have alcohol to rely on. I want to learn to live with my brain the way my brain is, and kind of learn to be happy as me, which is quite a struggle. It's not something I've been massively good at. Yeah, so that's this video, and hopefully, like I said, the symptoms will sway. But if you are going to come off your medication, honestly, don't do it cold turkey. It's really, really hard. The symptoms are seriously real, and they are scary. I'm not going to lie. When I had my really bad panic attack a couple of months ago, it was during the night, and I got really, really scared, and I'm obviously on my own, and I just didn't know what to do, and it kind of made the symptoms kind of magnify and get worse. But yeah, you just need to learn to manage yourself. It's not easy to sit here and say it. I know I've put a lot of stuff to one side that I don't do. I live quite a muted life. I don't really get involved with people, which is probably quite sad, really. At 46, a lot of my friends are married and have kids, and I've never had that. But you know, I just want to be happy, really. So I'm going to try and come off these medications to see if what will happen. But yeah, you know, if you've got any questions or anything, just drop any comments and subscribe. And if you are looking to come off your medication, I hope this video helps. And look after yourself, really. And I'll speak to you later. Bye bye.